Because if you do it at the end of this contract,
if you allow the opposition to win, you prevail with structure.
There is went forward to urge the insufficient the issue on King's FM. More Anthony Cooper Golden will commonly known as Future Life from Monday to Friday, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. for the most analytical and most stimulating conversation training for the day.
That's the funny thing about Unity Park. In a football game, if we were playing a tournament, they beat us today and we drop out of the tournament. Our focus now is not the tournament again. Unity Party get their opponent, the Liberian people, they lead the Liberian people, then they come back to their team, then they defeated everyone said that they put a crack away. You know, everybody want to say so.
Or face the issue, we speak out the fact in advocating for the right of Liberia. Face the issue brings you logic, explain logic, and advance you to discuss with logic. It's Face the Issue comes on your airway from Monday to Friday at 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. on Kings FM 88.5. Don't miss it.
You bow, Papa. You bow. You collected $22 million again without PPCC involvement.
Honored at this recent investiture.
Oh, yeah.
DJ Omegi.
I wish to be something else, so we not vote for Latin and we here, oh. People dying in Kinja, horses when they is single, parents crying for YFs. I thought they say we were enjoy 100 years back and forth. Their life didn't go up. Ya West will betray the labor. You can't call over to finish gable. Listen, we get gold, we get diamond, we get iron, oh. We get all, we get timber, we get rubber, oh. They sell the money in the bank and we are living, oh. I saw the 100 days last time be the quota, oh. But what on the tree, oh, go. Waka, oh. Retire, oh. Waka, oh. What on the tree, oh, go. Waka, oh. Retire, oh. Waka, oh. What on the tree, oh, go. Waka, oh. Retire, oh.
Now the first time in the country you will see I'm to wrong. We're not talking plenty ego, we're not fighting and we're going. And when we're talking say the team back to win to all wrong, you can just be looking at all that to say sleeping among the men are pong. Expressing my feelings on the song, the 22 minute roll. You tell me how far you go. Then I only one talking say we are coming up, bro. They been bossing from Ghana, the people saying police for A, yellow machine from China, they come and say they no for A.
Yama, we're not feeling for yeah. Just like a guy in poor in there.
What they get it, made them to SAP. What they get it, made them to SAP.
What on the tree, oh, go. Waka, oh. Retire, oh. Waka, oh. What on the tree, oh, go. Waka, oh. Retire, oh.
Oh, what play the freedom of speech? Tell me why they sack people for MCC. Where the freedom of speech? When you thought you get the comment like Saki. We still trying to understand the government agenda. The rescue mission, pile of fake impression. They get a job and lead the people with high expectation. Like who's that party in the asking when the train will go? But how the train will go when the driver is old? We been sitting in the train, but the driver can wake up. Now all the funny thing they make all about give up. But who think on the budget? Like they see me and I think on CPP document. They also said it like Dylan and young people property. But Uncle Prince and Jerry praying for Baga to rap it. The country fire on a hustle, we can understand it. See how the people crying.
I have received today news of the evictions and destructions of our party headquarters. Unfortunate and regrettable as this is. I wish to encourage all Liberians, especially our supporters and sympathizer to stay calm, remain law-abiding, and respect due process in the interest of our democracy, the rule of law, and the peaceful coexistence among all Liberians, irrespective of party, social, ethnic, or tribal affiliations. Fellow Liberians, fellow partisans of the Coalition for Democratic Change, today we witness yet another testament of the Unity Party government gross disregard for the rule of law. Emboldened by impunity, they continue to abuse power, testing our nation's fragile peace and democracy. Their list of violations grows daily, from police brutality against ordinary citizens to outright disregard of court orders. We must, however, take the high road. In the interest of peaceful coexistence, I urge everyone to remain calm, law-abiding, and respectful of due process, despite this partisan political mischiefs from the Unity Party government. In the legal battle over the ownership of the CDC headquarters, our party has always followed the rule of law and openly stated its willingness to abide by the court final ruling, regardless of the outcome. Yet, before the battle was fully exhausted, the trickled, happy partisans leadership of the police force, with direct instruction from Bouaka himself, spurred into actions. This was not a lawful eviction. It was a failed mission to destroy and erase the CDC in an attempt to fulfill their very wish Bouaka has repeatedly expressed to his lieutenants. While executing this criminal act, they made the cheers of their partisans. They failed to notice the loud silence of the vast majority of ordinary Liberians. Our people are in disbelief at this administration. Reckless behavior in its quest to consolidate power. Posterity will punish them harshly, while the loss of our office building is a setback. I want to emphasize that it is only temporary. We shall overcome this sooner rather than later. Thanks to your unwavering commitment, determination, and resilience, fellow citizens, coalitions, well-wishers, and sympathizers. Fellow partisans, do not be despaired. While we admit these are difficult times, our party has faced worse situations, even from the very same actors we see today, and we have emerged stronger. We shall prevail. The UP leadership under Bouaka are destroyed, but we are builders. A special national headquarters delivery committee is being established to immediately begin the construction work so that we can have a modern state-of-the-art new home in record time. We shall execute this while we embark on a national tour to inform our people. In my journey to heights I have achieved, I have seen such hiccups before. We shall never waver. Together we will build. We are survivors by history. We are blessed with a spirit that overcomes even the most tragedies and misfortune. Remember, the unity, strength, and identity of our party and coalition are not found in bricks and mortar. They live in the minds, hearts, and fighting spirit of our teaming supporters. Therefore, I call on every member of the party, our sympathizers, to mobilize and focus our energies on constructing our next premises. I must be clear, resist the temptation to take the law into your own hands. However disappointed we are by this outcome, I call on each of you to continue respecting the law and due process. Fellow partisans, well-wishers, and sympathizers, I am optimistic about the political future of our party. Together we will build a better home then for our party. So help me God. God bless Liberia.
We have seen a systematic erosion of democracy. Executive overreach and open disregard for our constitution. Lawlessness in the legislature, with the presidency turning a blind eye even when the sacred hall of our democracy go up in flames. Security forces brutalizing peaceful citizens, while millions are being spent on so-called operations that offer no protection to ordinary Liberians. They said we were the problem, but now the Liberian people can see for themselves. The real problem is the unity party that is now in power. The time has come to speak the truth without fear. This government is failing and Liberia is paying the price. For seditions, let us not lose hope. Even the longest night must give way to daylight. Even the strongest storm must pass. We are still standing and we are still strong. We will not give up on Liberia. We will not give up on our people. And we will never give up on CDC. We are the party of the slums and the city. We are the voice of the voiceless. We are the protectors of the poor and the defender of their dreams. From New Cruton to Peaceville, from Buchanan to Bond Mines, from Sandy Quarter to Southtown, the CDC remains in the hearts of the people. This rally is a clear sign. We are reorganizing, we are preparing, we are coming back. I say to you, we are coming back. But in order to do that, we must build a strong, together we must fortify the one institution that can correct the failure of the Bouaka administration. And that institution is the Mighty Coalition for Democratic Change. This is why I call on all of you today, not just to believe, but to act. Not just to hope, but to build. Let us invest in the movement that has invested in you. Let us pay our due so that the party remains financially and politically prepared. Your dues are more than money. They are a seed of commitment, a pledge of loyalty, and a symbol of hope. I am so proud to launch this due payment campaign today because it means that you, the grassroots, you, the real owner of this party, are ready to step forward, take charge, and prepare for the future. As your political leader, I promise you this: we will not rest, we will not retreat, we will organize
mobilize and energize until we reclaim the leadership of Liberia. But let us do it the CDC way, peacefully, lawfully, strategically, and respectfully. Because when our time comes and aid will come, believe me, we must be ready not just to win, but to govern better. We must correct the wrongs, improve the system, and restore the dignity of the Liberian people. So let us unite, let us rise, let us believe, and let us build. And to all our young people, I say, stay focused, stay clean, stay strong. To our women, you are the backbone of this movement. Keep rising. To our elders, your wisdom is still needed. Stay with us. And to our opponent, we see the failure and we are coming to face it. Again, as the great Nelson Mandela said in a quote, it always seems impossible until it is done. Unquote. The party is alive, strong and mighty. The revolution shall continue. A belief we will uphold to death. The future is not beyond us. The future is straight ahead. And together we will get there. And so, I want to close with this advice. Wait well. Liberia and Liberians will call on you again. And therefore, be prepared to win again and lead again. Remember, we are the common people. So let us all unite for the betterment of our country and our people.
And the government need to really invest. The people like you that get the type of structure. The council, even they could just be getting you $1 million for the budget year. Every year they give you $1 million. You're imbalance.
If I were president of this country, I should God show you his wonder. You're not believe it. We told Joshua for what? You're not footballer.
Yeah.
A football develop country. A football bring medicine ahead.
No.
Yeah, we told Ellen to because she's from Harvard University.
Yeah.
What would the board do for you? No passion for development. Then we move Joshua, we put the meanest man in the whole world.
Yeah.
Me.
Connections there, you not get it.
You have no connection.
Yeah. Just say that all kind of things that just happen here. No he, no tea.
When he was 12 years older early, Ellen did not want him to become president. So Ellen did not introduce him to many leaders. Ellen was doing her thing on her own. She was traveling from country to country and kept a man in his garage for 12 years, according to Boyka himself.
Yes.
That means he was not empowered to meet any leader. When the African leader themselves need support from the West.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
All African leaders need support from the West.
Yeah.
No African leader will help another African leader with money for development.
Yeah.
In the West.
Yeah.
It does not have that contact. The Senate started a trap for Boyka.
Okay.
Because when we have wrote, the Senate did a comprehensive report of their findings and attached the Supreme Court ruling and the amnesty law and everything. And the position statement for those commissioners who decided from Brady to where. And said the way forward is the Panama House discussion for peace. Then when Boyka come now, he is deceived by coming there, by the Dillon there, Nombi there, and he now where he's just thinking all kind of way Boyka, all kind of thing. He won't go after people. Then, the CDC still control the lower house, the upper house.
Mm-hmm.
So they went, some kind of way, some kind of thing they did, but they did a resolution that passed. Yeah, because of money crossing.
Yeah.
Then they sent it to the Senate.
Mm-hmm.
Then something happened, wow. All that they almost signed to Yombi house. Then they brought it that Tuesday morning. They didn't tell me they had it for me. Oh, then when I heard what was happening, it will remain 2 persons to sign. That was me, that was back.
What a pleasant way to say good evening. Welcome to Face the Issues, the Diaspora Talk. We're here again this evening. We're grateful to join you this evening. I will discuss some of those issues about Liberia, Africa, and the rest of the globe. I'm so excited to join you. I'm sure you are also excited likewise. And together, it's going to be great. It's going to be ecstatic. It's going to be splendid. It's going to be intriguing. And so rest assured that the rest of the guys will join us subsequently. The like of Prince Sharif, William Bro, and Leo. They are going to join us subsequently, like I said. So we're grateful to be here again on the weekend edition of the program, The Diaspora Talk. My name is Newton Tukpa. And with the power vested in me, with the confidence reposed in me by the great Anthony at Law, the great teacher light. And yes, he has reposed that confidence in me to sit here, in his capacity to present to you. So I'm grateful. I'm elected. I'm so much happy, very, very much happy to sit behind this microphone so that we can interact and talk more about our country, because this country is, that's what I've always said, that this country is ours. And this is the only country that we can never be deported. So irrespective or despite all of the situations, all of the circumstances, irrespective of those situations or circumstances, we still have to hold together. We still have to move together. We still have to fight for the betterment of our country. That's why if you read the preamble of the Constitution, it says, the preamble of the Constitution begins with, "We the people of the Republic of Liberia," and acknowledges gratitude to God. The first thing, right? We the people of the Republic of Liberia. If you have read the preamble, you will know what I'm talking about. We, the people of the Republic of Liberia, and acknowledges gratitude. The people of Liberia acknowledge gratitude to God. Why do they acknowledge gratitude to God? For Liberia, for this nation. That's why they acknowledge gratitude to God. For the nation's freedom. It states the purpose of establishing a new framework for government to promote what? Unity. To establish a new framework of government to establish liberty, peace, equality, justice. Also unity, human rights, honor the rule of law, with opportunities for the advancement of society for present and future generations. The advancement of society for present and future generations. So everything we do here today is not about this generation. That's why the preamble says the advancement of society for present and future generations. So everything we are doing here, that's why the first thing that should be at the back of our mind, it should be about patriotism. Because it's not about this generation, it's about future generations and generations to come. So it's not about us. So everything we're doing here is about our country, Liberia. Let's keep that at the back of our minds. That, everything, all of the sacrifices we're making here today, it's not about us. It's about what? That's what the preamble says. Present and future generations. So the work we will do here, the work we are doing now, will have either negative or positive impact on the future generations. Seriously. And at the end of the preamble, if you have read the preamble, it concludes by saying it establishing and while publishing the Constitution for the governance of the Republic. That's why the Constitution was established, for the governance of the Republic. There's no country without a Constitution. The Constitution guides you. It tells you what to do as citizens and what not to do. It guides you. It tells you what to do. There's no country. There's no country. That one another country now. There's no country without Constitution. It's very essential. And to just summarize the preamble, the opening of the preamble where it says, "We the people of the Republic of Liberia," with the citizens. The acknowledgement says, the acknowledgement thanks. That's the acknowledgement. The acknowledgement thanks God
for existence as free and independent state and 6 divine guardians. That's the acknowledgement. It knows. And the motivation. You have the acknowledgement, you have the opening of the preamble, you have the acknowledgement, you have the motivation, you have the purpose, you have the goal, you have the conclusion. So the motivation knows. And that knows this, and this is one of the key areas that you need to look at. The notes and the motivation, which talks about, the past experiences. When we look at our past, if we should review our past, everybody, the first thing, if you have read the Liberian history, and one of the famous, parts of clause in the Liberian history is the 1980 revolution. Because everybody, if you were not born, some of us were not born, there are people who were not born 1980. But if we went to school and read the Constitution, it tells us, what happened in 1980. The revolution, there was a war. And that war led to loss of lives. That's the motivation of the preamble. Knows the past experience, particularly the 1980 revolution, which highlighted that all people are part of one common body politics. All people, irrespective of our political differences, we are part of one common body politics. You could be from the United Party, I could be from Party S, you could be from Party B, where we all fall under one common body politics. And the purpose establishes government to promote unity, liberty, peace, stability, equality, justice, and human rights. The conclusion of the preamble, it says solemnly establishes, proclaims, and publishes this constitution for the governance of the republic. See that I told you. Solemnly establishes, proclaims, and publishes this constitution for the governance of the Republic of Liberia. So we need to keep that. We need to keep that at the back of our minds, folks. We really need to keep that at the back of our minds. This country is ours, so we need to do whatever it takes to make sure we move our country forward. So sometimes, I bring in some of those things just to tease the mind. Let's go back. Yes, the preamble. Yes, it's about patriotism. Because everything we're doing here, like I said, is about patriotism. Patriotism. That's why it says everything we're doing here, it's about present and future generations, whether good or bad. So the way we work, what it will have, whether the good result it will have on the future generations or bad results, that will be determined by the present work we're doing now. This present, but we have a responsibility. The present generation we have to shift how the future generation will be, because the future generations, they are yet to come. So we are existing now. We are the present. We are here. So we should be able to lay the foundation so that when they come now, they can be able to tread on the foundation that they will meet on ground. And that's it. Yeah. So let me bring in I see Prince. Yeah, Prince and Leo. The backstage. Let me add Prince. Leo to the stage. So first, that's it. Let me add Prince and Leo quickly. Then we can dive in the discussion. Prince, Leo, it's great. Welcome.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys are welcome.
Wow,
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, brother. Hey, Prince, how are you, my man?
Sir. Not bad, Chief. How yourself, Leo?
Got money also, bro. Looking good, my man.
I know, eh? Yeah.
I see you, new John. I see you looking like new money, my man.
I know, eh? I almost asked the question. I said, "Well, my man, our Christmas car it came soon."
The man played the last
face soon.
The season actual thing.
The season cancelled before the even season itself. So not bad.
This is why not best for 5 more.
Yeah, but anyways, we just want to welcome our people. Again, we want to use this time to say welcome to each and every one of you that have joined us. As usual, we want to say welcome to the class. And we want to say hit the share button. Let's engage in the comment section. And let's have a wonderful time. It's always a privilege when we have the time to be on here, because it's a time for education. It's a time for information. It's a time, to ensure that we can be able to get the information across to our people. So here it's about facts and not just about, what we just want to say, but everything we see is based on fact. So join us and let's have a wonderful time again this evening from your end, wherever you are. Let's join us, open your woofer, open your studio set, and let others benefit from the information that is about to, be pulled down from us. Thank you. We are here.
Yeah, let me also follow by saying good evening, good afternoon, good morning, depending on where you're watching us from. Again, welcome to the Diaspora Talk. This is where we bring facts to the nation. We speak on issues, on trending issues. I want to say it's going to be a very fascinating show today. We'll be discussing issues. Have a happy Friday, Like my brother said, share the show, and let's have a good show today.
All right. So thanks, and I'm so happy, Prince, the like of Prince Leo. I'm so happy joining, the team from the diasporas, and like you said, it's gonna be fascinating, and extraordinary as well. So you listen to Prince, you listen to Leo, and the only thing we have our role, so you gotta play your role. So your role is here. So just share. That's all you need to do.
Yeah. Just share. Just share. and also for the diaspora cash app that was posted last week, guys, we are still waiting for you to please support the King's Basket. Please,
yes,
this is for the diaspora team. You got it right.
Yeah, so Leo, so I just want to talk about that. It's good because I'm waiting to come on before we can talk about that. Okay. So let me put. You can see the number there. Let me add the number. Let me see what I can add this here on the screen.
Yeah, that's the cash out.
Support anybody has to contribute to the running of the radio station in terms of gasoline, in terms of fuel oil, in terms of LDC. Yeah. Like I said, it's, capital intensive. AB is going through a lot, the management, but it's not easy. But with all of the circumstances, but yet and still, based on the innovation, based on, AB is a charismatic leader. That's what I said, I think, on one of our presentations the other time, that everywhere AB goes, he wants to leave mark. He wants to leave legacies. He wants to do everything it takes to make sure that, everything at that particular entity or institution will be up to date. So he goes the extra mile. He goes the extra mile. He goes he makes the ultimate sacrifices. He makes the ultimate sacrifices to make sure that things are done. So that's the extra mile, because once you're making the ultimate sacrifices, it means you have to go the extra mile. So that's what he does. So, and we always there to appreciate you. Thanks for your support, the little support you've been giving. They've been helping a lot to keep us, that is to amend the effort of management and all of that. We continue to appreciate you. So let me see what I can add this stuff here. Okay. So I think, Leo, you can see something on the screen there. You see the King's Basket.
There you go. Yeah. That's what that is. Yeah.
So that's it. So I'll soon take it from there. So whatever support, so the number. So so the numbers are there. You see the orange money. You see plus 231 777 017 885 plus 231 777 017 885, and the send wave is 231 plus 231 555 885 885. You can see it. That's why I put the stuff on the screen there so you can see it. I think it's very clear so that you can see for yourself. The numbers are there at the bottom of the stuff I just put there. The banner I just put on the screen there. Just look at the bottom, you see the orange number sign, you see the same wave, and so you can see it. So whatever contribution we really appreciate. So like Leo said, all those that will make contribution, Leo will give the names to us, and if possible the picture. So we want to show, we'll bring in the picture. This person, John Brown, this person gives us amount of dollars, and here's the person picture and something like that. Yes, we really appreciate you guys. So it's on the screen. But let me share. Let's start the discussion. Why you're making your contribution? And the numbers are there already. So the Prince, I think the first issue we're going to start with is the MCC scorecard. Prince, are you getting me?
I'm here. I'm just putting myself on mute and observing on the other side.
Okay, yeah.
But I'm here.
So I want to share this on the screen, and for our viewers to see the MCC scorecard, and that's one of the trending issues right now in Liberia. Everybody wants to know in terms of performance of the government. Then we do the comparative analysis between previous administration and the current government in terms of previous score and the present score. Yes. So I want to share this with you. Yeah. I want to share something with you. Yeah, I want to share this with you. I want to share something. Something's not just right. So don't worry.
Newton.
Yeah, Leo.
Yeah, I don't know if you can drop the screen. If you can take the advertisement off. I don't know if you can take it off.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. I wanted a quick 2 minutes before we jump into the open discussion for today.
Okay.
I wanted to respond to something, man. My brother Prince and Newton here, Again, let me say welcome to our listening audience. I don't know where that feedback is coming from.
But you getting feedback?
Yeah, but it's all right. I think it's better now. I wanted to speak to AB directly, man. My brother Prince, sometimes we have to tell you who you are. We have to remind people constantly of who you are. And I want to speak to AB directly. I hope wherever he is, he may be listening, or if he's going to watch it later on, just know this, my brother. My brother Newton, the Bible itself, right, likes giving references to people, especially if they are noted to be people of caliber in a society. Okay? Look, the Bible said one day Jesus and his disciples were having a conversation, for which the people started saying to Jesus, "Oh, but around town people say, this is who you are. This is who you are." You understand? And then Jesus said, "But you who have been around me, you my guys, you Prince, the Newton guys that have been hanging around me. Okay, forget about what the people say I am, right? But you who've been around me in my close confidence, in my close confinement, who you think I am? I come here, I'm going somewhere." Then Simon Peter said, "Oh, but you are the Christ, the Son of the living God." Then Jesus said, "Oh, my picking, but this thing here will not reveal to you your common sense. But you talk my paper, I reveal this to you." So I'm going to speak to AB directly. Sometimes, AB people, we will have to reiterate and tell people who you are. I'm going somewhere, my guy. I watched a show yesterday, but then I was driving, so I couldn't call and speak to some stuff, right? AB has been that powerhouse when it comes to media. And not to shame any other media or host or whoever, radio presenters. But what AB represents in Liberia as a young man is some shoes that a lot of the guys will not be able to put. I'm going to Fagon here. I saw Fagon and I listened to Fagon's message trying to attack AB. Look, Fagon is not even capable, or it's not even worth it to tie the list of shoes that AB is wearing. So how dare you? But AB, my brother, I just want to tell you, sometimes when you see people coming for you, it's because you're doing the right thing. Do not be deterred, my brother. Keep on doing what you are doing, because look, let me tell you, the weight of the country is on your shoulder. People in Fagon are political prostitutes. They run around looking for where they can. Look, these people are opportunists. We know Fagon's story from here. Or men who are begging and sleeping in somebody's basement. That's the one who has the talk now, the voice now, the one to come and speak to AB. You know what that means? AB, look, I will tell you one thing, my brother. The fact that a certain national nation is afraid to have you as a host on the show, that tells you to who you are, my brother. There's nobody like you, my brother AB. So let it be far from you, Fagon, and don't be giving them credence. Don't get them credence. But I just thought to say that and doing the show again, you know, I will hope I will just have another 2 more minutes to fire Fagon, because that's a brother who I actually respected in the past. But you know, sometimes people can back out the respect and then they will bother with the disgrace. So let's go from there, my brother Prince. Thank you for the 2 minutes.
All right, so thank you so much, Leo. We appreciate you. So that Fagon issue, we'll look at it. Yes, we'll just pass through. Yeah, we'll pass through that on the show tonight. We'll look at it. So, like you said, and who is Fagon? Fagon, like just what you said, he's political process. So he's somebody who's running from one political party to another. So one of the reasons why, you know, Fagon would decide that AB should not appear on the state broadcaster, because just what you said, because the kind of person AB is, because of the way AB presents himself, you know, professionally, intellectually, because AB knows everything about the government. So the affair is, if AB should appear on the state broadcaster, AB is going to bombard, he's going to dislodge the entire government. So that's that fear. So that's just the fear of them. So we don't want to dignify. But we'll talk about that. We'll pass through. So let's welcome our brother William Bro, the Frenchman, William Bro.
Yes, how you doing? You're sorry that I came a little bit late.
That's all right.
Yeah, it was because of some family engagement. So we are very, very sorry.
So, bro, I don't know the time. Yeah, within your own time zone. Can I say bonjour or bonsoir or bon après-midi in France?
Bonsoir. C'est bonsoir. Ce n'est pas bon après-midi. Maintenant, c'est bonsoir.
Ah, you're not opening that. What's up, bro?
Because we are currently 1 hour ahead of Liberia. Although what we talk in geography about longer night and shorter day during the winter, but we never experience it in Liberia. Yet we are experiencing it. Yeah, right now when after 5 the whole place dark.
Dark, brother.
Yeah, but so currently we are 1 hour ahead of Liberia. It is 9:44 here right now in Liberia. It's 8:44.
Wow.
PM. Yeah. But the whole place dark more than the whole place can get dark early now. By 5 o'clock, the whole place dark.
Wow, imagine that.
Yeah, that's the wonder of God. What we took in geography in Liberia, we never experienced it at Europe and the Western world. We came before we started experiencing that one.
And it's 3:44 on my end here, so you see how God can do it, right?
Yeah.
3 p.m.
It's wonderful. And today I want to greet all the Liberians that are joining us. Today, thank you. I've seen the MCC scorecard on the screen, and you know the UP guys were going on with lives concerning the MCC scorecard, which they lied that the CDC government passed only one time during her 6 years, which is false and misleading. The CDC government passed 3 times during her 6 years, 2018, 2023, and 2024. Somebody may ask, why 2024 Bouaga was in power? Is simple. The MCC scorecard result usually come at the end of the year that you are in. The current scorecard is for 2026, but are we in 2026? No. We are currently in 2025, but the 2026 results came out. So I can give you a brief statistics. In 2018, it was 10/20. And in 2023, it was 12/20. While the 2024 result was 14/20. It was when we got qualified to apply for the MCC compact. So I just want to make that clear to demystify that lie that they've been carrying on. You can check on the chat. You can check anywhere you do your research, you will get that clear. So the UPist, the Liberian people usually say they're good at propaganda, but I don't call that propaganda. They're good at lies, studying the populations in Liberia that is very gullible. They know that many Liberians who made research came up with that 4 chart. When they post 2024, they make it to be with Bouaga because they know there are many people don't have that technical know-how to do the research and to know. So those things need to be clear, and let us make it clear so that people cannot be lying like that. And based on the major indicators that they fail, you will observe that Liberia may not even get the compass again in 2026. We are going 1 year back again because they fail in the rule of law They fill in the opportunity the opportunity to create job opportunity for Liberians. Not the ratio of job creation now, but the ratio of opportunity for flexibility for Liberians to get job. They fill in that indicators, and they fill in many other great indicators, which make it difficult for them to get that money. And we all pray for Liberia to get money, but since they are failing, they can't get it because these are criteria that are needed to be able to benefit from the MCC compact. So we stay in the application mood. We are yet to qualify because the government cannot even reach the benchmark of the 14 we set up. So that's it. Nata and my colleagues here in the place. Greetings to Prince Zoe and Leo. I just wanted to put that out immediately. Thank you.
All right. So thank you, bro. We appreciate. Thank you so much for that information you just provided. And so that's what I decided to bring this on the screen for our viewers to see. To see. So this is the MCC scorecard, and let me just read out here. So the ones you see in green, the ones you see in green are the one that passed. The one you see in red are the one that failed. So I'm not looking at the green one. Let's look at the red. The one that fill in. Then we can do our own analysis about this. So here you see trade policy. They fail. You know the party. And then they fail. They fail bad way. They decimally perform here. Trade policy, they fail. Access to credit. Access to credit. People do not have access to credit. Nothing. The government fail here bad way. They fail in the one. Just go to the one.
That one is very critical because it reduces poverty.
Yeah,
I'm not talking about that because in the Western world, one of the things that make us live is credit.
Yeah, credit.
Don't mind us here. So credit we own.
So the government cannot provide access to credit. So credit, the issue about credit is inaccessible. It's not accessible. So that one they feel inside. Then job opportunity. I won't tell you, I said no job in the country. The government has failed the Liberian people. When we talking to you, I say, oh, lie. I just feel that we're lying. We're not lying. That's the reality. We are on the ground. We are feeding the pitch. We know exactly what's happening. Now the US.
And now again, I'm not cutting you a lot error. When you check the previous chart, it was 100%, but right now it dropped to 9%. Can you imagine?
Yeah. Yes, 9%. Yeah, you're right.
Previously, when you check on the previous chart, it was at 100%.
Yeah.
For Liberian to have opportunity, for Liberian to be first priority in getting job, it was at 100%. But right now, it's at 9%, meaning this government, Liberian, are not priority for them to get job.
Yeah, that's why the percentage dropped. Yeah, so that's why the percentage, bro. Yeah, you're right. We're saying the same thing. That's why the percentage dropped. So employment opportunity, 0. They fail in that one. They giving all the work permit to foreigners. They selling it at business now. So Liberian get money to go buy permit. So before you went your country, say you must get permit. A permit for foreigners. The foreigners don't get work permit, right? So you Liberian, before you went, you must go get permit. No, that's how it's supposed to work. So they getting more work permits to foreigners, and most of the jobs, once the foreigners are working out, so Liberians will not have the kind of jobs they need to work. So how do you expect Liberians to sustain themselves? It's going to be difficult. So we'll look at that one by one. So let's just go through it. Business startup. Business. The whole they're talking about and they presented 1.2 billion, the current budget, the 2026 budget, and at 1.2 billion. Business startup. I want the things are. Business startup and is about the economy of the country.
Yes. Business startup and coming to budget because they think I got so much interest in it. The business startup is like government giving loan to small businesses to buttress their interest.
It's about the economy of the country. You're right, bro.
Yes.
Business startup.
And these are things that reduce poverty. and that where they're not paying attention. And these are the indicators that the advanced countries that the US look at before they give you their money. Because if you can't do these things, meaning their money they will give you, you will squander it.
Yes, yes. So then we come to, after business start up, we come to workforce development. Workforce development. How to develop your workforce. The government fail now. They fail. Workforce development. You know it will. They fail now.
And that area it got to do with, like, for example, training, the vocational schools. There are different institutions that will bring out good workforce that will compete in the work market.
Yeah, like technical and vocational
training. Yeah, they fail in it miserably. And these are things that reduce poverty.
Yeah. So tertiary education, technical and vocational TVET program, all that kind of stuff there. That one is open under the Ministry of Youth and Sports because they pumping all the money there. They get the money for TVET program. So
no, they are only professional now in raping.
Yeah. So workforce development, they fail. Natural resource protection. Now they say thinking, I'll go and damo. You think that happening in Kinjo? They're a gray out. They're not gray out. They fail inside. The front. Natural resource protection. So our resources, the natural resource of the country, the government has failed to protect it.
Thank you.
So anybody that also you tell you carry, you tell your own. I want to report anyone. I want already.
Yeah. Even Waka before they could write their failure, Waka already told the USA that we failed in it when he told Donald Trump that we want you to send people who can evaluate our resources. You can remember that time when he said he spoke good English?
Yeah.
Thank you. So
I don't know how the quantity of resources they get.
Yeah, we don't know. That's why ArcelorMittal giving us 200 million because when ArcelorMittal carrying the iron ore, they go with diamond, and our government ignorant to what they're getting. So they're giving us 200 million plus. That's why we chunk our budget way to 1.2 billion, money that we not get frequently. So they did a lot of money stock when they give it a year, the next year budget will drop, maybe below billion.
So natural resource protection, they fail in our one. So all your resources, your natural resources, your iron ore, your gold, your diamond, your everything you get here, you're taking it. Government has failed. Government failed to protect it. So if that bring company, they can't take it, they carry it. They can't get your peanut, then they could make millions of dollars. Then they get your peanut, so much money. That's what happened here. So that's why they report your government has failed, yeah. Your government failed. Natural resources protection or natural resource protection, they fail in that one. Then we come down here to, they say girls primary education. So on the Sunday you see girls, you see PRR, so that at the preface, so you just see the preface because the space is not there. So once you see that GRRL, you see that apostrophe, then you see PRR at the prefix, it means primary. You see EDU, we mean like education, at the prefix for education, right? So you know they get suffix, the end, yeah, and yeah, they before, right? Yes. So the prefix for education is EDU. That's mean education. So girls primary education completion rate, they fail in that one. Girls primary education completion rate, they fail. Then you get child health, they fail. So all the children,
and even from the child health, even though videos that came out where the women were giving birth in the street.
On the street.
Yeah, so these are things that compromise, meaning the children are not getting, like the way they're taking money, they're seizing baby mothers at JFK. So they even brought their own result up before the people come out with their results. And these are things that guarantee human dignity.
Yes.
So and these are things when the Western world look at you not improving it, they don't give you their money.
Yeah. Maternal mortality. Number of children dying under 5 years. All they want, the catalog, everything. So they report here. Child health. So the children are not somebody happening to them now. So no protection for their child health. The poor, very poor. When it comes to child health, I want to fail. Then government effectiveness. They also fail in government effectiveness. They fail in that one. The government is not effective. Your government, the current government is not effective.
Mm-hmm. And when they talk about the government effectiveness, it has to do with how effective or how quick you can get document, or you can run after your administrative work from the government and get it quick without them asking for kickback. Oh, my man, bring a small thing before I pay your passport. Bring a small thing before I pay your birth certificate. Or how effective when you carry your container to the free port for it to come out easily. So that government effectiveness. In fact, when people want to do audit, when they go to some of the government institutions, they don't give them clear record. They only get record on their political opponent that they want to target. And the records are always fraud records. So they fail on it before even the people to make the announcement.
So the government needs to be swift. The government needs to be expeditious in dealing with issues. So that it applies to government effectiveness. So the government is ineffective. The government is not effective. I want to feel that. So the government is not effective. The government is ineffective. So then the last one here, that the front end is the rule of law. This is one of the key areas here. The rule of law. The rule of law. The rule of law. You see what is happening in our country here? No understanding. Everybody here doing their own thing. The other person goes to do the one. The rule of law. When people beating people, they killing people. That the rule of law. That the report there, they failing that one power.
Yeah. The violation. Even ABC student in La Brussels knows that the government ain't respect the rule of law. So that one we got to explain that. The guy they took for nothing over from power. You think the people were not noticing it?
From when the Supreme Court ruled that Fonati Kofa is a legitimate speaker, when the executive said no, they don't want to work with him. So I want to see that I reported again that from their actions, that I reported the rule of law. There's no rule of law. Everything is disarranged, disorganized. So the Supreme Court will come out with a decision as the final arbiter for justice in the country, or the final interpreter when it comes to constitutional issue, like the issue, the impasse, the political impasse that were at the House of Representatives, when they went to the Supreme Court to interpret, in terms of legitimacy, about Kofa and his opponent, when the Supreme Court said yes, Fonati Kofa is a legitimate speaker. The only thing Fonati needed to have done to make sure he convince the court to get the number so that he can have quorum. The secretary said no. We don't want where Fonati Kofa.
But you know, Newton.
You're coming. Just give me 2 minutes.
Go ahead.
You also the first time in the history of this country that lawmaker, the first branch of government, legislators were beaten by police. Also, they brutalized some of them in their offices. Imagine police officer, the first branch of government, the legislature, and the legislators were brutalized by police officers based on instruction from the executive. Based on instruction from the executive. Only because most of those lawmakers who were brutalized were people who disagree with the executive decision to support Rachel Cohn. So they said, we were with Fonati. So we stand with Fonati. That's why they stood with Fonati. So the same police officer, the same Gregory against to go and brutalize them. So like they see a foreigner rule of law. So you think we get rule of law? Yeah? No, there's no rule of law. There's no rule of law. That's what you saw. The brutalized lawmakers at the Capitol building under the same government. The first time in the history for policemen, they just move on down, they just go down and start beating lawmakers, then brutalizing them, chunking them also. There are so much children there. So no rule of law. So Leo, you want to say something?
No, I was going to say, right? Well, as far as the rule of law is concerned, look, we have a sitting president who said any side I win, I decide will go with. So meaning the man putting the Supreme Court in the trash can, he doesn't care. No, the fish only gets rotten from the head. There's no rule of law in that country. But what I wanted to say, what surprised me, right? When you look at our MCC's report card, right? Look from 2023 to 2024. Me, I'm all about employment, right? you had an employment rate that was up to 100%. What happened between 2024 and this recent 2025 that percentage had to drop to 9%? What happened? That speaks to the inept of Gafwan. My brother, you all heard Gafwan when he ascended. He said, "Oh, he will make sure the unemployment rate. In fact, there will be everybody will be employed in Labrador." Gafwan said that. You know, on OKFM or one of these radio stations. Gafwan said people will be getting paid not less than the 15. But we see in the scorecard, it's not reflecting what Gafwan is saying. Who is lying to us here? My brother is right there. 2023, 2024, 100%. What happened in between that time? A few months. My brother, we are joking. Look, Gafwan is a guy who just saw the man lie on the budget, then he went by and said, "That mistake." That mistake. These guys they've ballooned the budget to the point where, look, Bweka don't even know what's going on. You understand? President Bweka don't know what's going on. Once the man get a late share, they give you a call. He says down, nothing, business as usual. Gafwan is a big disappointment. When we were telling people, we said, look, you know, sometimes the girl can be fine from the outside, but when you look, it's something different. You know, with the level of praise that we're giving, I mean, I don't want to shame the guy. The guy is educated, but Gafwan has failed big time. Big time. Now he's only trying to cover up with lies. He's digging hole to cover one hole. What happened from 2024 to 2025? 9%. The people are not working, my brother. It's reflecting. You talk about the rule of law. We have a president who does not care about rule of law in the country. The president does as he wish. Nobody who will stand to the president and say, "Hey, my guy, check break. This is what you're doing." Nobody. So they are failing on these major things. They are failing on the major issues. You got ministers that are raping girls, and you talk about girl education. Where's the women union? Where's the women group? Where are they? They're not speaking. But these were the people in the previous government, in every sector, every time you will find them raising their mouths and speaking from the other side of the mouth. What happening now? You know, so the budget, I mean, this scorecard has come to expose them. You passing 12 and you there celebrating. Look at where you passing, look at where you failing. Then we see where your interest lies. There's nothing here to be celebrated, my brother. Nothing here. As a matter of fact, you should be ashamed. You should be ashamed. This government will keep ruining the country. It will keep ruining the country. It will keep going down. But take it from there, Newton.
All right. So I'm sure, Prince, you want to
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, bro, and my brother Leo, for the way you guys outline it. I think you set the foundation. But fellow Liberian, we continue to tell you, and you will not believe it. But thank God it is happening. Bweka is a schemer or liar or 419er who decide to use the Liberian people to get to power and at the end of the day dump them. This is what we are seeing today. It is unfortunate when you look at this particular report. It's a clear indication that Liberia is retrogressing, meaning that we're going beyond. That beyond we're going. We're not coming in from. We're going beyond. And there are some areas that we touch in this particular thing that you will know that we're going beyond. We're not coming in from. The first thing is these people, you know, it's comical, but it's serious. These people felt in their mind that they could deceive those who were working on these documents. You know, quite recently, the program they came on, they say they come for diaspora, how you call connection program here. That program was intended to take money and give it to people who they felt that could be able to, you know, work in the corridors of, you know, the warehouse to make things happen for them, for this particular, how you call MCC. It's something that they hope on so dearly. Their entire mind, their heart, the entire government attention was on this particular MCC. When you saw that they were celebrating and saying they're spending money for the United Nations seat, the non-permanent seat, they were not spending money for that seat. For the MCC thing, they were spending money. They just used that non-permanent. You remember they spent almost about $100,000+. Say, oh yeah, for MC, for how you call, we were lobbying for Liberia, you know, a place on the as a non-permanent member. It was not for that. The money that they spent was not for that. It was for this MCC. Recently, the program that they have here, Diaspora Conference, it was for this MCC. They took money and put it in people's pocket because these people have told them that we can make it happen. We can make NCC to happen. Get all the money. They waste Liberian people money there. Quite recently, you saw a statement from the United States here. We say a congressman from as a representative. He is from the Democrat Party. He was in Liberia. Quite recently, he went to Liberia, visited Liberia. They were passing with him all over. Few. They were passing with him all over. The reason why he went there is because Joseph Numa Boyka felt that he could use the presence of these people along with the money that they're spending to ensure that the MCC report reflects something that is not the reality. My people, our people can say pregnancy, it can go beyond. That in front, it can come. Let us look at some areas of this particular report. One, I just want to look at good governance, and I will give an example of this. My people, those of y'all who do WAEC in school, there are certain subjects in WAEC when you pass it, when you fail it, you fail WAEC automatically. You got to go and resit. For example, the people get math. They get English. If you like it, you must pass history 99.99%. If you like pass geography 99.99%. But when you fail in English, you fail in mathematics, you fail. You got to go back to go do that thing. Now, let's bring it to this whole MCC thing. There are cardinal areas that the people can look at. There are main areas that people can look at. When you are passing in those areas, then they say, but the person here doing well, the person trying. And one of the areas that people can look at are people that they call good governance, or they can say government effectiveness. Government effectiveness. How effective your government is. That the effectiveness of government can make the international people to trust you. When you get in plane to go somewhere, then the people say, but we're supposed to get a person here credence. So we're supposed to listen to the man because we look at the man, good governance record, the man, he trying. The man doing well. The man is somebody who, at least, even though, it's not 100%, but the man trying. One of the things the people look at, fellow Liberian, is employment opportunity. Because the country in the Western world, my people, when they give you money, they not give you money for you to sit down to eat it. They give you money so that you can be able to help create an opportunity and employ your people so that the stress can be on them too. That's looking like. So the stress can be on there. So when the people give you money, they will tell you the money what we're giving to you. Make sure that it impact the people's life. Let it directly benefit the people. So when you look at these things, the people also, the international people, you know what they look at, my people? The people look at what we call the rule of law. The rule of law. Like I gave you an example of math in WAEC, in English. Math, English. You fail, you fail. So when these countries, they look at your level in government effectiveness, but the person you're trying, there's a need for us to support the person. There's a need for us to get credence. And all of these areas that are called fellow Liberian, Liberia under His Excellency President Dr. George Manneh Weah did exceptionally well. The rule, let first of all look at government effectiveness. Liberia did exceptionally well under His Excellency President Dr. George Manneh Weah. Government effectiveness. When we look at the rule of law, the government of His Excellency President Dr. George Manneh Weah did exceptionally well. When we look at employment opportunity, it was high up. We are 100. My people, let me tell you something. Somebody you know, but we say, and we're in the Western world here. Do you know that the Western world is getting overwhelmed by the number of migrants? They are getting overwhelmed. They are that what they're putting in place, all kind of different. They are getting overwhelmed. You see America, the people that know that close again, they're not passing. Let's send them to their home. They person that do this. The people self, they are getting overwhelmed because the population is getting too much. It's getting too much, and the job opportunity, to some extent, is a problem. It's coming down. It's coming down. That's why you see the people then they employing robot in the country in the Western world that we live in. So what then what we used to do now we don't want to do it again. That robot then doing it in a play. They put reducing the work. So what the people want to do, and they know that when you don't have too much work and you get too much people that crime business coming, roll, tiffy that air coming in the country. Because when work is not plenty and the people plenty, the people be thinking, you see somebody get found, you want to take going, you want to go rob them. So what the Western country doing is they want to help Africa so you can create employment, because Africa is a virgin land. We get too much plenty things that we can create employment. So when they see your government creating employment opportunity, they can be happy because they know that you will help to be able to cut down crime. You will make your people, they will not go as mercenary in other countries to go do tabata there. So they can be happy. Joseph Numa Bweka is a schemer. Their papa is a real liar. And every day you will be exposed. That crook thing that papa can be on, love Liberia, think Liberia, build Liberia, that lie. You don't believe it. Now we are seeing it. Where is the employment opportunity? Under His Excellency President Dr. George Manneh, we have created opportunity for people to be employed, whether through government, in the private sector, or even self-employed. That was the reason why you saw President Weah initiated the $3 million, what we refer to as small business loan. We say proper loan. President Weah get a proper loan. We're not lying, that you talking here. The internet will see a proper loan. Those proper loans were intended to be able to help our people. There is something called self-employment. It means you employ yourself. Like for example, the Oma who was selling or lay market there, that Oma was employed. That brother who was riding here pimping, that brother is employed. That guy who had a keke, that guy was employed. It was employment. Furthermore, the people then who will go take bank, because the government initiated a scheme where Liberian businesses will go and take loans, small loans, to be able to help them. It was helping them too. Employment opportunity. Because when you open your lay shop, guess what happens? You bring somebody there to come sit down, so that Saturday when you go into church, you go in other area, the person money for you. You also employ another one person. That woman who get her lay co shop, where the last time President Weah, the government gave her almost about $500 to start her lay small business. She brought her lay into son and said, "Who can be here?" So that when I go outside, Ali, you will be able to manipulate. That woman was sending that boy to school. At the end of the day, was giving that boy $5 or $10. That employment right there. But look at now what is happening. As I speak to you, fellow Liberian, unemployment have hit record high. You take our brothers and our sisters from their job. The motorcycle was a job. All government needed to do was to put mechanism into place where these people at least can be safe, can follow maybe the requisite laws and etc. Train them. But the government did not do it. Joseph Numa Bweka came because they papa here. He's so desperate. He came and put all of them down. At the end of the day, guess what happened? They enriched themselves. Today, the thing what was not happening under President Weah, that was happening under Joseph Numa Bweka. Patrick Honor generator taking 3,000. That 3,000 can pay more than 5% at how you call MCC. Today, the things that wasn't happening, look at our man Samora at the central bank. The man say he's taking 7,800 for how you call compensation. He's taking $5,000 for salary. I mean, sorry, for horse for horse housing allowance and etc. Fellow Liberian, look, this government is going nowhere. The reason why the government is not going nowhere is because this government continue to do the same thing the people talking. We just get MCC report. We even go nowhere. You see what happened in Raleigh. For police to be on the scene and see people who are surveilling bystander jumping into situation and beating people. Well, what kind of country we in? Even if somebody is a criminal, a hidden criminal, that person, according to our law say the criminal is innocent until you carry that man to court and you prove that he is guilty. Until you can prove that man guilty, the man innocent. That is where our law say. But under Joseph Numa Bweka say you guilty before you can even go to the court. The Bible reverse the whole thing. That's what you see now he doing. That's why they were so desperate. They wanted for Samuel Tuah to be in jail. Today, as we speak to you, Madam Emma Claudia Sawyer, Tema Sawyer, they collected the woman, they put her in jail. So in this government now, the people can say you guilty, that you must go to the court now to go free yourself. What kind of nonsense is this? What kind of nonsense is this? And look, we spend enough money behind this piece here where Joseph Numa Boyka playing fun with. Their piece here where Boyka playing fun with. We spend enough money behind it. Look at what is happening in red light. For people to beat another, even if these people decide that, look, we will not move, are there now laws that you can use? When have we reduced the law that when people say that somewhere they say court bring document, they will not move, you must beat them, you must ask surveillance, ask how you call disadvantage you to go there and beat on the people and hear them. What time we reach to that place there, my people? What time we reach there? This nonsense that this old man that can wear diaper is doing, they may need to be careful. Look, the peace of that country there, we suffer for it. Some of us today, we are with our parents. Some of us today, we are where we are because of this war. We can't allow this useless man who is very useless. He does not even have a mind of his own. He's depending on other people to direct him. We cannot allow the fool in the name of Joseph Numa Boyka to put our country into chaos. The international community spent plenty of money on Liberia for us to reach this far. There were people who died for us to reach this far. Some of us today, the ones that we love, people who are supposed to be with us today, they are no longer with us because of this senseless war where Joseph Numa Boyka them brought around here. We know the men were Lofa Defense Force. These people, they don't want anything to happen in 2029. They don't want for President Weah to win, and President Weah will win. So they're creating an atmosphere to make the country low ungovernable. But Boyka, we can tell you that in this particular government, whether you like it, you're not like it, 1 minute past 2029, you will not be there as president. Remember that. That we can say to you, read our lips. 1 minute after 2029, you will not be president of the Republic of Liberia. That we can assure you. And when you do anything funny, hey, Boyka, look. When you do anything, you will bear the consequences. That's why I will end on this to say, this particular report speaks volume of our country. Don't expect Joseph Numa Boyka to succeed in anything. Joseph Numa Boyka failed before he can even start because he lied too much. Imagine all of the places the men travel. Look at what is happening. They men come to America. America will be America. Where even when you come there, say the first day when you take air, when you breathe, when you inhale or exhale, some kind of help can come. You come here, bang bang, they get close. You jump from here, you go all the way to France. They ain't invite you. You use the Liberian people money. You go there. Until the point you can they tell you, but when I did the make do it, they say somebody just tell Macron say Mr. Macron je ne parle pas, they make here that some kind of company where in Liberia AM that didn't want to bring a man here so they can sign people. So Macron just look at the man for long, they carry in there. You know, Boyka have made the presidency to be so useless. He just said down to the play how you call actually metal people can say, oh man, I beg you, je ne parle pas, sign the paper so that we can move for him. He sign, we are. He's very good at signing. The man is useless to the extent the only thing the people remember in America here that speaking good English. You see how useless he is? He left from here, he went to France. They take paper, they put it in front of him. He go there by the invitation of Macron. That Macron wanted to see. He go there. People take, how you got paper put in front of him. They say, sign it here. Ask them, they say, you got to sign. Quick, before they go look, he signed. He left from there, he went straight to the UAE. Nobody sent him there because this man appetite for opulence living. The time he was small, he not travel. He not travel. That rebel thing he was behind, he not travel. So he moved from there, he went straight to Dubai. You go to Dubai, the people ask him, but Boyka, what you can't do here? The man asked him. He said, oh, I was just passing, but I decided to come here. Ali, I can charge my battery and other things that the message will break in. They Dubai here. Before people come here, if they kind of start up, we can invite them. Please go. The next day, we saw Boyka on plane. To the extent that even his own minister of state, my sister Kura Fofana, where other often came out, they get hold of the match. He said, but when president travel, they can't come with plain money follow inside. But Kura Fofana know that one. And when President Weah travel, I say he must bring back. But yes, we saw President Weah coming with tangibles. When President Weah traveled to the UAE, we saw him coming with tangibles. Today, we can boast of the the hospital in the southeast. Or in the Western cluster. Fellow Liberian, Boyka is a useless failure. We have landed on the rock. We're not going anywhere until the next 6 years we can get rid of this excess baggage. I pause.
All right, Prince, thank you so much. We appreciate you, Prince Sherry. So
I let it be any. I pause.
He wants to be continue. but look, my brother Newton,
You really pause because when you tap on pause button again, a problem.
My brother Prince and bro, I have a brother in Liberia. He's a doctor, medical doctor, right? We were talking. This unemployment thing is crazy. He works at JFK, and he goes to JFK, work for 2 hours, and leave, and then go to local clinics and call Hele, Gabon, and go home. But I said, well, why you would do that? And what he told me was very scary. The man said, look, we're not getting paid, my brother. The local clinics are even trying to pay us better. So they will go for 2 hours. Yeah, they'll go for 2 hours and leave, go call job elsewhere. That's the unemployment that's affecting. So when you look at this budget, there's nothing there for teachers. There's nothing there for doctors. So the unemployment will just keep getting worse, my brother. You look at this housing for your president bill. Now, nobody is claiming. But my brother, who will build a building? Now, you go ask for the UNO. Nobody knows who own it. Can a building erect itself, my brother? You see the height of corruption. The Papa erected a building because of the pressure now. He says no. But let's speak about this red light issue. Look, my brother, every time I'm on this station, I keep saying I don't see 2029. There's something at the end of the day, all of you will call me a prophet. Look, this Papa is successfully beginning to put Christians versus our Muslim brothers together. Now it's trouble. Our Madingo brothers versus the rest of the country. So now it is me versus you. That's what Bwaka is doing. Bwaka knows he cannot govern this country, my brother. So everything, look, you find a police or general police officers, right, are trying to go apprehend few people. They must go there by force. They must go there with all kinds of weapons. Look, we carry weapons around, so we know what it is to discharge firearms and stuff. Anybody can get hold of your weapon. Look, let me just tell you, my brother, bro. In England, the police don't carry certain weapons because of a reason. Only the strike forces carry weapons, right? But the state police, and you will not find them carrying any kind of major assault rifles. But Liberia, you find these guys then brandishing these things, and anybody can disarm them anytime. And our people, like Prince said on a different episode, most of our young men, they are bloodthirsty, they are blood hungry. Somebody could have easily, one of these, our Maribo brothers could have easily took a weapon from one of these guys, discharged it, would have been helter-skelter. The people don't know what is called community policing. You see, insecurity, there's something Prince will know about when it comes to community policing. You engage with the people. It's not every time you use force. Community policing, you got to be people friendly. But Bwaka has sent the police, the security, and said, look, y'all be Bwaka police and go against the masses. That's what's happening now in Liberia. Every policeman is looking for a citizen to beat, to cripple, to do something. So now you find the people are trying to defend themselves, my brother. Where are we going? Oh, but look at the funny days all around. You find the guys that are going into places, into homes, beating people. So you are guilty before even proving innocent. Massively beating people. But you know what the beginner doing too? The beginner are ganging. They are ganging. We are hearing these things, my brother. Don't see some of us sit down here. We are from the streets. So we know our beginner are saying, look, you know what, people, we can't handle this thing anymore. So what they are doing, they are beginning to cook up themselves. They are beginning to gang up. They are beginning to pile themselves. Because at the end of the day, look, you can push a peaceful member for so far. What's going to happen? I think our brother said, Labra is sitting on a time bomb. The police that be brandishing all the weapons that they know they can't operate. It's just about time. We need to hold our president to the look. This president needs to resign. I mean, it's proving that he cannot govern the country. He asking Delon, the others say, oh, what the people say now? The paper in your hand. He asking Delon what the people say. Read a document you can read. Our country is finished. Our country is finished, my brother. All the ministers, them now, they know that, look, 2029 is big to them. There's no way out. So the guys are beginning to siphon. Look at the budget, my brother. Look at the budget. Inflated almost by 9 million. And where it's going, no accountability. You talk about security. Security? Well, my brother, that's what Liberia is for us. What we are waiting for 2029. Let any bullshit, let any corruption, let any bullshit, my brother. Look, some other flatline is easy. But let any bullshit. Bro, take it from there, bro.
All right, thank you, Leo. Thank you so much, Leo. Bro, you want to come in? Then I can conclude.
No, you can brush over that. Everything our colleague just said it.
Yeah.
And we are on course. We are on course. Yeah.
All right, so we're grateful. We're grateful. We are on course. And that does it for the MCC scorecard. And one of the key areas that you listen to Prince, you listen to Bro, just buttressing each other's statement and all of that. That has to do with the rule of law. And I like the classic example that Prince provided, that like the senior school, the senior high students who sit the West African examination, the senior secondary school examination council or something like that, WACS. So there are two major subjects that is compulsory that you make a pass. It's a matter of compulsion that you pass in those subjects, mathematics and English. Yes. And that example that Prince provided was very classic. So all I wonder, the part of people, the few indicators that they pass, but the one is able to pass to make a successful pass in that examination, they failed it, the rule of law. So you can pass in geography, you pass in history, you score all the higher marks in those subjects. But the two major ones are mathematics and English. So you fail mathematics, fail English, automatically you fail in the exam. You fail in WACS. Automatically. And what happened to the United Party government? They pass away around here. That is they pass away around here. They break it, Liberia, the government, we pass the MCC scorecard. Like, bro, so I'm gonna come and benefit the 500 million. So Leo, the program benefit the 500 million.
That's why it look like.
No.
That's why it look like.
They cannot get that money because you see, even the people in the Western world right now, they are not giving money to you free.
Nah.
Diplomacy now, it has gone to another level where you have to exchange major something for something. The current government will be stuck. If you look at Estela Meta and the other people there that want to use the railway from Guinea, what the name again? What do people name, man? Another, the HPX, for example. That area, that HPX, you see, they are very strategic company that will determine Liberia failure or progress. And you see, Estela Meta, they are smart. They already pumped in 200 million because the government pulled. They know the government got money. HPA not willing to give that money because HPA is an American company that want to do everything in a way that will be unique with them. They don't care for those stuff. So these are areas that will determine whether the government will get the compact or not. They will not tell you those deeper secrets that happen behind the diplomatic closed door. So don't mind those people. You didn't put on, they are not observing. Today you make men who unseat legitimate speaker, another on serious university in our country, go and give the men honorable doctorate. I don't understand them. Are they offering doctorate to give the men honorable? By what means? Somebody came say, because the man is a teacher, he been teaching the University of Liberia. I know Accounting Kun. Rachel Kun, his nickname is Accounting Kun. Very corrupt big brother who massively used to take bribe. He used the bribe money to become representative from the students of the UL. He's not a professor. He's a teacher. So before a teacher get that kind of honorable degree, you got to fight up because somebody was making comparison between he and we are. We are is a global human being that have set global record. So universities around the world can honor that kind of person with an honorable doctorate degree. You can compare that man with Kun, who have not set any record. A 5 major record he set in a society was to fraudulently extend at the level of the speakership. and you have a university who honoring him with such a thing. What are the reflections that you are trying to give to the young generation? You're trying to tell the young generation, say we can go too far and be honored? Is that what you're telling us? AME University, I'm disappointed in the AME University. Very disappointed. What methodology they use to give that man such a thing? You have great people in our country that you can honor with that. What brings to its cocoon? So the whole country is on fraud because he speaks because they want to get some of the money. It's sad and disappointing. You think the people will be looking at all kind of things and they can't give you their money, especially Trump, we're in power. You think Trump na saka? My brother, sometimes when I think about that problem, it's so disappointing, man.
And you know,
Yes.
my brother Newton, to just close on this, do you know that even those schools that the Unity Party passed is so bad off? I will give you one example. I'm
Definitely.
just going to give you one
Very
example.
bad off.
When you come to how you call this area where they talk about the rule of law, the CDC passed it with 54. When you look at the Unity Party, they are here at 40. They are here at 44. When you come here to even where you have the how you call the thing, oh, this area, I'm sorry, this is my how you call system is giving me problem. I won't go there quick. The trade policy, when you comes to trade policy, do you know that in the trade policy, the CDC government, they did exceptionally well, even though you know the mark was a bit challenging, but they did well. But under the Unity Party, even the fail that CDC failing mark is even better than Unity Party failing mark. So you can see that we are retrogressing. I just thought to put this in.
All right. So thank you so much, Prince. We appreciate. And just to conclude on that, we move next quickly. Then we'll go to the phone lines to get the interaction from our viewers, from our followers, and the public, and all of that. So, like you said, those very people were during the CDC regime, and when it came about this very MCC we're discussing today, considering the marks that the CDC government, achieved during that regime, those very people were there during the regime of former president. They were criticizing. They say, "Oh, that MCC is on the CDC government, they not do nothing." You say, for example, we in the school, I scored 70. You say, "Oh, well, they made door. They may not do nothing. They may fuck up. They made door." Then that very test that they gave me, I scored 70. Then you go tell us that very test you scored 50. Say to who done? So there's a situation about Unity Party and CDC performance when it comes to the MCC scorecard. Because CDC did not do nothing. CDC part, it was 14, right? Or 20 indicators, right, bro?
Yeah, 14, 20. Yeah. You know, President, we are always setting record on here 14. They will never cross that 14 until they believe on power.
70. Then the party says, "Oh, they fail. They fail." So the very test that the CDC administration took, they scored 70. I said the people are done. Then we are not here now. They will not tell you them taking your score 55. So you're and then we ask government now. So the two people now, the two government now, who brilliant? Who is brilliant? But we have government. We're gonna score hotel. That one a simple thing. They score 70 and 55 are equal. So we know that one. So they score. You score under your government, your own grade from the MCC scorecard. You score 55. We have scored 70. Easier than mail door. Are you kidding me? Are you making sense? Tell what Prince was saying. You listen to Trump. I think Trump said we are now graduating from aid to trade. So Trump is here for business. That free money Trump is to get. Now here for aid. Give you country aid. That's what Trump told you. He was very blunt about that. He was very blunt to say now we are graduating from aid to trade. So before I give you my money, I get money or to support your government, I must get something. That's what it means. That trade, we trading. I gave it this, you gave me that. That's what Trump said. So you think Trump just gave money to Liberia government? He just, oh, yeah, they gave money, just waste money. That no, it's not working again. It's not working. So we got to be serious in the country. We got to be serious. We wouldn't say that people can mislead us. So yeah, so move quickly to the next issue, and we can talk about it just in just few minutes. Just in passing, NTA bosses, see, the same thing we can be talking about, governance. When people just said the thing they don't know about, they sit on the talk. They say, oh yeah, blah 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 blah. If I say the government is not performing, George Weah bought, I think, for the summer pieces of these NTA. I think you see on the screen for those of you following live on the screen. For the summer pieces of these NTA bosses, this government, imagine 35 pieces of bus. 35. I'm talking about this government. I'm not talking about.
Oh, yeah. This government at 35. CDC was 45. No, this government is 34. 45. This government is 34.
Okay, 34. No, maybe I want boss there for that free because it's small. So, yeah, bro. Yeah, imagine 34 buses. And President Walker, imagine the president went for the commissioning ceremony. The president rode one of the buses to the executive mansion to tell you that Liberians are not happy. So that's something to brag about. Something that one individual, somebody can say that they put their hand in their pocket, about 50 pieces. So, whole government will buy 35 pieces of buses that are news on it. Then the president will ride in one of those buses to tell Liberians, they waving to them. I come for buying 35 pieces of buses. Hello. He waving to them. Does that make sense? It doesn't make sense. I mean, does that make sense? No, definitely not. It doesn't. It doesn't make sense. That's not news. That's why I said news is unusual thing. So somebody buying 34 pieces of bus. Individual can buy 100. What much more about government? When people are suffering, the Liberian people are suffering. People are dying. They're just killing people. All around here. Then you go buy 34 pieces of buses, then you take a ride, waving to the people vest, the people booing. So they're booing. Let me play the short video. So let's see. Well, the Liberian boys are fed up. They fed up with the whole thing now, the whole government thing. That is video here. Let me play it for you so you can. You're already playing. So let me just add the audio there so you can listen. Is it that? To tell you, bro, please, to tell you, I know the commentary, they are not happy. The Liberian people are booing at the buses. But in terms of what Omar went down, Omar said, or let that boy rally down, and you can't bring 35 pieces of buses. Then you won't be making morale on it. I think that wasn't an achievement on it. That's an achievement. We agree. Yes. It will alleviate the burden of transportation, right? It will reduce. If you're supposed to pay maybe from here, if you're supposed to pay maybe 100, 150, maybe it will be $100 instead of 150. Yes, but that's something that 35 pieces. Whole government will buy. They take it right there. Those are not the germane issues that the Liberian want. You have germane issues that look at the MCC scorecard. The main thing is to be pumping money to work on it. Employment, nothing. The government has failed to employ Liberians. Look at the scorecard. Rule of law, nothing. Those are things you should be focusing on. They can buy 34 pieces of buses. Well, one individual, somebody can just sit down and put their hand in their pocket, buy 100 pieces. The whole government buy it, they take it right, waving to people there. Why you think the people not get fed? The people get fed. So I rest the print. I don't know print or any of you can out of them.
But Newton, watching Bwaka has become so unpopular in the country. He had to sit in the bus for people to see him, hoping that they will wave to him. You see what unpopular they can do? But this Pape is a big time liar to the point where he thought, oh, let me just bring the buses and then they will start waving and they will be laughing with me. No, Pape. Liberian people's eyes have opened. Look, you can lie to some of the people some of the time, but you can lie to some of them every time. It will not happen. You understand? My brother, bro,
Yeah.
you go sell and say, oh, let me sell in the buses so the people can see me and they will wave to me and be happy. Look at the response you got. Pape has become unpopular. He lies so much. I mean,
I love what Lucini Van and Lucini is well. Lucini is saying that it's like, you know, a father feeding his children. Then he telling the rest of the people that he bring great. The father responsibility to feed your children, so if feed your children, my responsibility. You then you tell us.
Yeah, and he
And
had
like telling us that if I the money, they credit the money. They have to credit money to go back to the phone. Business from Echo Bank. Imagine the whole government. You know that thing. That's a bit. You go credit money to go generate revenue for the government, and I think you're breaking about it. That
The
business
people-
you're doing.
the
You
people
generate
are
revenue for the government, ain't you that free?
It's sad though. It's sad. The people are already used to the hard time and suffering. Then you go take some kind of bus. No, they put right on to say, let me just walk. Go pack your buses, we'll just walk. Eh? What is buses when the people are hungry? He had a mind. That Pape is a brave. No, that Pape is brave, eh? Or man who can look at saw and pump it into a gold to deceive the buyer. That Pape is a big time criminal, I'm telling you. Pape look at saw, put it in the water and say, you know what? This is what we will do to let it go get fat, and the buyer will go buy at a bigger price. Go take all kind of buses, painted, they just painted there. Go parade it on the street, thinking say the people are going to be no. And now they see all that, bro. The people's eyes have opened. Okay, George Weah showed the people what development is. George Weah was on the path to show these people that, you know, you see that little Miami George Weah was talking about. Yeah, everybody, but you see people that are not far-sighted, they don't understand what development is. Now, George Weah had put the country on the trajectory of development. He had to take an 85, 86-year-old man to bring the country back. I was on Spoon the other day, I had called, and I said, look, to give punch, you must be able to take punch. And I was so confused. I said, to give punch, you must be able to take punch. Stanton didn't know where I was coming from, what I was saying. I said, this Pape, the way he's driving, he's steering the country, he's steering the quick, small, you go to the border to go cross to go to Sierra. But we call him we tell him around that time, all border will be closed.
Definitely.
Better yet, in that bus and continue his trip.
You see, and my brother Newton, I just want to be brief on this. When the people say Liberia is a low IQ nation, then we tend to believe it. Because no country on earth right now, for the level we have reached, that the president will go commission buses that they took credit from an individual who buy it for them before they will do pay to buy it. Right now, when president commissioning buses that the country produce, not buses when you go buy 35 buses, which is normal thing. It like I'm in my house, I should transport my children to go to school, and I'm being celebrated for transporting my children to go to school. That's ridiculous.
And when it is a responsibility to do so.
That's ridiculous. President, we have brought 45 buses. He didn't get in it to go around. You know why? Because his mindset is classical. He sees these things in advanced country. There are normal things that should be happening. Someone say, oh, President, we have 45 buses. It was free. But Joseph Boakai for the 35 and 34 buses, they spend money. They are saying, see high level of stupidity. If the man who is a president of our country can bring 45 buses in the country free of charge, it means that he was a very great leader. than someone who about to spend our country almost $4 million for 35 buses that he was not able to convince to even bring 10 buses free from the 34 buses. So how you reconcile that? Somebody who will give you 45 free, and then somebody who pay in your country to taxpayer money to get buses. And they say the president straight argument, no, the buses that Bwaka bring in, it will not be maintained, it will be maintained, your maintained. Yes, I agree, that's true. During our time, the MTA was another disaster. That's the truth. We have to say it. But that doesn't negate the fact that we have brought 45 buses. That one, it was the lieutenant that was there who made that mistake, and other Liberians. That's why when the leader is in power, those that work with the leader should be sincere to perform. These are things we must do. President Weah is not God to be anywhere at the same time. So when President Weah comes back to power, which he will be, we people that will work in that government should be sincere to help the people and to perform very well. So you cannot compare we have 45 buses with 35 and with 34 and saying that, oh, this. So people are just very deceptive and hypocrites plenty all in our country. And we must stop that if we want to improve.
And you listen
We must stop that.
And you saw what Costa wrote. Costa said, why the people should boo at the president for the 34 pieces of body. So
hold on, man. Don't fuck up, man.
Yeah, those who boo at the president will not ride those buses. They kind of thing.
And he calls Bwaka and still went back to Bwaka.
Yeah. Bro, and is, everything he's saying about President Weah, and that's why the government is struggling today, this current government, because President Weah exposed Liberian. He exposed them to development, not just mini developments, but gigantic, very huge, big development, and water tower there, and there's small thing there. Gigantic development, those huge something there, that kind of thing he really introduced them to. So the government is struggling now to follow the trend, to follow that example of President Weah. How did President Weah manage to undertake those major developments that we can see today? The 100-barrel hospital, the 14 military hospital, the PHP park, the Invisible Park, buildings, ministries that President Weah did. On his administration, how did he manage? That is part of the charismatic nature of a leader. Because once you have a leader who is charismatic, he does that. Because when you are charismatic, you are innovative. You have the impetus and you have the pedigree. Those are characteristics. Everybody will come to power with that political. Everybody say, I want to build roads. I want to do the one. Every political party will have political manifestos. But all of them will come among those political manifestos that they intend, what they intend to do. And it's not about the political manifesto, but actualizing your political manifesto. That's one of the key things. You have to actualize what you have on your flyers that you intend to do. So, President, we already put these people in that kind of serious situation, embarrassing situation, and today they are really struggling now. Because now the Liberian people, they are exposed now. Their eyes are open. So, they are just a bunch of people. That's why I refer to them as narcissists. And narcissists are people who are just after themselves, almost like egocentric leader. People who are egocentric. Most of them are opportunists. So they're there. They're only after themselves. So they are narcissists. So they're after themselves. That's how I refer to them. So let's go to the line. We'll take a few calls. Oh, Prince, you want to add up before?
Yes, sir. To just add up quickly. My brother, like you said, President Weah have put these people in a situation that they can't handle, especially the old papi here. He can't handle it. Bwaka wants to inform the Liberian people that he's developmental oriented. But unfortunately, anytime he try it, he disgraces himself. Look at what happened. To see the Liberian people booing at the president. This is to tell you that, look, President Weah have so elevated Liberian appetite for development to the extent that you cannot bring a refurbished car, A car where the beginning we're facing India or any kind of plan, bring it to them, the Liberian people will accept it and will be happy. Look, this is a disgrace. Just say you want to a car, you bring it, you want for us to stand on the street with B Sangba, bring something that we have not seen before. That car we not see here. That you bring it, boss, we not see. But when we get there for 2 hours, man, how you call Brock and say we carry 53 to Liberia, that the boss you can bring say we more clap for you. This is just to tell you that this government is completely out of touch. Even the way it was acquired is another thing. How was these buses acquired? They use an ABK company. According to them, the company took money from Echo Bank. But was this particular contract ratified? Because remember now, the Liberian people pay, that we the one we pay for out of our budget. We the one going to pay. So did this particular contract, whoever that, I agree, Liberian businesses must be given an opportunity. But was this particular deal, was it sealed by the people in the house? Was it? These are questions that we should ask. You think Liberians are fools? No, we are not fools. And that's the reason why we will continue to expose every move of Bweka. This man has no history of developing his own life. Talk about the country. His own life. This man has been sitting in a rehab for 40-something years. He proud. We have been in this small house here. Me and my wife have been here for this year. Now, the kind of men will develop Liberia. The men are passing around breaking areas and breaking property around. This man don't believe in development. You expect Liberian people to clap for you. You are failed, Bweka. You are a failure. This government is just useless. That is the best description we can give this government. A useless government that does not know what it is doing. You doing your work, you say, Umoka clap for you. Yeah, Papa bring food. He say, Papa say, he said, all the children, you can learn. You can see. Who is seeing something for you, Papa? When are you supposed to feed us? You have the responsibility as a father. He say, Umoka clap for you. I want to appreciate the Liberian people who told Bweka when he brought those refurbished buses that they are not, their appetite for development is not low like he is. And they boo him. Thank you, my people. Those of you that carry on our heart, may God bless you. Get the strength to continue to expose this government. Thank you, and God bless you.
But bro, you know the paper credit that money for the buses is credit.
That credit, we know that credit.
Your own credit, so you got to pay, but you got to go back to the tax to the people and tell them say you bring your tax money. But we want to thank our people for watching. Let's go to the phone line, my brother.
All right, so let's go to the line and get your interaction. 0772-2399-33
0886 camera.
0777-980375. The female line. We right here. This person slipped off the line, and we can get another person from this way. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Yes, good evening. What's your name?
Good evening to listeners. And you guys are telling right. I'm seeing what is calling for the forum. It's the public trade and people in 9 months we go get tea. We go get bread. I had a mess trade looking. The man is all clear. The way the man trade looking, all clear man looking at table. I had a whole country looking. The way it's looking rampant. I had a whole country looking rampant. Nothing else they say, all the things they say about George they are what money George You bring for 35 buses, you see celebrating it, or can you want to say, you nature to bring 35 buses, this is celebrating when somebody bring about 40 buses free when they get to you. The man not celebrate with A, the man not celebrate proposal, I bring 45 buses, then you bring 30 buses, then you celebrating going up. No, in longer than time you go down. When any man has racked up, me came back because the booze or living all that smoke there, the person that they celebrate without booing or oil for him. How you begin to start the person in start celebrating? We talking about job. You say all the bread for that issue was the issue for George we are. People go to school free, the people will be to find out for people rest. You got school free.
All right, my brother, thank you. Let's hold you there. No time. Good evening.
Good evening, Nathan. Good evening to a panel on the show tonight. Thank you very much, my brother, for the topic. For the day, you may take over my brother. So, Goro Musuka, Bweka free, Goro Musuka for J. I know the government is finished. The woman that killed who daughter in the heart, they say higher. They want to kill the judge a woman. They want for guilty, they put them in Sobi. Waka again, they free that woman for Sobi. I know the contract finished. And the first claim no, the rule of law finished. Therefore, there, He instruct Gregory Cuomo to be our lawmaker and heckle them straight to so be. I know the country feeling. The pastor, they sitting down the king meal because they are the money pastor. But let me tell you, my brother, the 34% will not be able to celebrate. Because Bwaka says, John, we are not doing well for the Liberian people, the people suffering. In kind of rescue. He's going to bring more than 100. When you bring 100%, then you get a poor. Then you turn around and bring joy, you get a point keep news. Because when you do something cool, out with the power say when you do something, you're doing rapping, you're laughing around everybody. If you enjoy the film of keep news, then when we enjoy what we celebrate, we will celebrate what we celebrate. People know that they're not doing nothing good. It never last that people are saying, get set in a house, passing and running a ball, that reason they show him
Thank you. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Yeah, good evening. What's your name?
Yeah, Nito, this is the voice of Sabu Rasta. Nito, I'm joining the show from Point 4 to be specific in Zimbabwe.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah, let me say hi to my brother Leo and Prince Sherry in the U.S. Look, President, we are not getting car in buses in the morning and say, oh, and waving to people. Look, President, we are is the most popular man in Liberia. But look, my attention has been drawn to the MCC thing. Look, that Liberia will not get point at Sabu Rasta. Liberia gets them beat on my back. Look, the selection criteria and methodology. You're listening to Liberian people, and that's it. I mean, these are good English.
Yeah. Methodology.
Thank you. The selection criteria and methodology are the rules by which the board of directors determine a country electability. Like good English, brother.
Yeah.
Thank you. They say the board considers scorecard indicators performance. Listen, the board considers what scorecard indicator performance. Look at that. Look at what the board consider. Yeah, the opportunity to reduce poverty. You listen, brother.
Yeah.
Thank you. The opportunity to reduce poverty and what generate economic growth. Then Joseph Boga King, brother, everything breaking down. Rule of law is breaking down. Joseph Boga speak good English, but today he failed in girls' primary education. And according to the Joseph Boga man, he told us that he said he stayed for education in the arrest agenda. So Boga, are you betraying your own arrest agenda after you tell that he stayed for education? Brother, you nothing like a BC in the alphabet. Let me tell you today, Nito. It says, boast not otherwise, all of you, Nito, you shall be mocked. No, Joseph Boga boast too much. It's not boastery. He boast, and he not knew anything about it here, yeah? Look how, brother, any country in the world that fails to protect its natural resources, that country is bound to fail. That's why Joseph Boga is failing on a daily basis. But brother, how will you feel when it comes to protection of natural resources? You know, how to protect our natural resources, you're just giving it all. So why you saying yes, sir? Everywhere you go, you get that yes, sir.
All right, Sabu, let's hold you there. Let's go to Edmund.
Sorry about that, Nito. Sorry about that. Let me say hi to Leo Prince and our brother from France there. Good show. You know, what is funny about the Unity Party people that are sometimes I look at it and say, we are the lowest IQ, but Unity Party food are the lowest of the lowest IQ in Liberia. Because what the IQ can be very, very lazy. Okay? It be very, very lazy. You cleaned up, we brought 45, and we brought it free. Okay? But yours, you are paying money for it. What sense does this make? This is an economy that is struggling. You have come to validate our argument that Bwaka has traveled around the country. He cannot even attract 10 buses to Liberia free. The Indian, the Chinese that he run into, those things are there. Just to talk to them, you'll be able to attract some here. Now the money that you are using to bring the 34 buses, that money can be directed to improve primary education. It can be directed to buy some desks and put some blackboard on the board for the children to be able to have good learning atmosphere. But you are boasting that we got it free, but for you, you purchased it. Then Bwaka made arrangement with the ABK. Once he made arrangement with the APK to bring the buses, and then you will pay it today, you were supposed to acknowledge APK yesterday instead of EcoBank. Because you're not telling us that you went to EcoBank directly to take the money. No. You signed an agreement with another company. The company went looking for their partner where they can get their money to be able to source the buses. But how come he went standing over there yesterday talking about EcoBank when you were not the one that went directly to EcoBank to take the money again to APK to bring the buses, but rather they signed a memorandum of understanding with you. They go to the bank to take the money to bring the buses in the country. That is stupidity. Then yesterday the poor boy are here. Yeah. It is reflected in the scorecard. If you come in the country, you reduce your opportunity from 100% to 9. That is 91% drop. What do you expect? When Bwaka took over, and you came to have your opportunity dream person, we are time from 2018, Bwaka put you down. Your girlfriend is selling, or your girlfriend, your boyfriend is selling down Macklin Street or Ronald Street. They chase you, take your goods, carry it, and pack it. Where is the job? The motorcyclists, after collecting all of their money from them, you confine them in the community. You said they cannot run anywhere else. They are not able to generate any funding to be able to help themselves. When we told them that all of these things they were doing, they were going to reflect on them negatively. They tell it was an opposition talk. Here we are, rule of law, 0. A you flawed legislature where the former arbiter of justice in the country, which is Supreme Court, will rule. And then Bwaka tell us that I will work with the majority to keep the Liberian people work going on. Where? This is they work for this thing, right? This is the great shit that they got. So before I drop the line, look at this thing. You got a child in the house. The child is to pass at least 6 of all IQ. She can dance, she can eat, she can sleep, she's supposed to write, and she's supposed to read. She can laugh. At the end of the end of the study time, you got to realize that the child only pass in what? Eating, laughing, sleeping, dancing, and talking. That's a unity party government. When you come to writing and reading, 0.0. What have you done? You didn't do nothing, so you place unity party in that category. Unity party can dance, unity party can laugh, unity party can eat, unity party can sleep, but when you come to writing and reading, 0.0. That's what they got in the scorecard. Come on, man. President, we got more than everything you want to do.
All right, Edmond, thank you. Appreciate it. Edmond, let's hold you there. Let's go to the female line. Good evening.
Yeah, Prince Sherwin, me job in my friend. I'm not talking me for the now. As I said, President Bwaka said, well, President Bwaka not doing well for the citizen suffrage. So if you bring the report, say that you want to cancel a break, you don't okay, your job, because your job, then you capping. He said, President, we are not giving people job. You're going to be NGO, investor will come. So we are expecting investor over 2 years now. We are suffering with asset poverty. So nobody will celebrate and they show it up while they make the rest. And my brother said, they were making election, my brother, Bwaka. In case we get election, we say, we the women of the bureau. And I attend the one who's suffering again. And I attend to play with election to my brother. So let me tell you, all will be close, my brother said.
Right. Thank you. Let's go there. Let's speak with another lady. Good evening.
Hello.
Yeah, good evening. What's your name? Go ahead, put no time. What's your name?
My name is calling from 16th Street. I said thank you for everything for you and your studio girl. The only thing I can tell Bwaka don't have no go and pass on. So I was suffering him. And we'll always suffer him. Because the fact is that it's already a good heart for people. It will always be sing behind you. So the only thing I can say is thank you so much for everything, for teaching all how to live by your word and whatsoever. So that's all I have to say.
Thank you so much. We appreciate your participation tonight on the show. Let's go here. John?
Yeah.
John Corley is on
really? Yeah, this is Joseph Corley from New York, and brother Leo and Prince, Yeah, no, let me tell you, where do I start from say? It's so confusing. Isn't the same paper that lied to the Liberian people say he had medical supply to carry to Liberia? Was it the same paper? So what are those medical supplies? That man is a liar. So my brother Leo, without thing you can be talking in Papa, then they know everything that is happening. Let's not get excuses for their own grumpy Papa. He know everything. He just a crook of embarrassment to the nation. You brought 35, somebody bring 45. 35 and 45 they equal my people. My Mary, $35 and $45. I never see amount. Jesus Christ. The rule of law. You feel in the rule of law. If you want to encourage people to come do business in Nigeria, but people want fair place that they will try and do their businesses and nobody will embarrass them. They pay taxes and they pay it. Don't come be jumping on it. They gotta be giving you kickback. They gotta be doing this. They gotta be doing. No, but people don't want that. In the international community that you are talking about, they are right there with you. The people observing everything that you are doing. Everything that you did regarding the speaker, the people were there with you to saw everything that you do. The man living in Vietnam, you won't bring no old bosses. I don't know what I'm talking about. The middle bosses is North Korea or where? That you brought that you won't be proud of, you go sit down in those ancient time bosses and things that you're telling me like what you brought development. You saw what I mean the other day. Those parts that you did. Here's why it's very good for the nation. That you can go there and you exercise. We are in the diaspora and we see our own folks there going. They go to the mall, to go walk, to go exercise. Gyms are all around. Those people can't afford to have no kind of luxury places to go for our children, for them to go there. The man created all of that. But Liberian people are not saying it. They know fair and telling us that it ain't fair. Well, I tell you, these people are embarrassment to the nation, man. They are embarrassment to the nation. Brother, God bless you all, man. I'm telling you, this thing is embarrassing.
All right, Joseph, thank you so much. We appreciate you. Thank you, Joseph, for your participation. We'll take two more. Yeah, two more. Then we can go over to our team for the diasporas for parting comments. Then we can make a day on this presentation. Good evening.
Yeah, how are you?
I'm good. What's your name, sir?
My name is Kongano. I'm calling from Butu.
Yeah, Kongano calling from Butu. Kongano, go ahead quickly, no time.
Yeah, my man, I just want to say one or two words. The thing, they are looking for Finapuno. The day you try it, I alone, a family, he yourself will not live. So I just call to say this.
Thank you, Kongano. Thank you for your point. Let's go here. And yeah, we can take this person and take one more. Yeah, I'll take one more from here. Then we'll take the final. Good evening.
Good evening, Nito, and good evening to your fellow panelists.
Yes, good evening. What's your name, sir?
This is the voice of the Common Board Chairman. I'm Chairman Peter Sa. I join you from Stokeley District 4.
Yeah, Peter, go ahead quickly. No time. Make your point.
A great show. I want to say thank you for your deliberation and your splendid this evening. But let me just ask you sides to whatever you guys have said. You know, this old man here, something from the Liberian people. The Baba's name is Joseph M. Boakai. That M in the middle, that M is still for notorious.
Okay.
As that, yes, that N, it means Joseph Notorious Boakai. So he's just driving the country notoriously. So, our constitution saying Article 34D that every financial transaction must emanate from the House of Legislature, particularly the House of Representatives. How can you then tell us that you brought bosses and we are not hearing of any of boss in the House of Legislature? But then you brought bosses, you say you took the loan for Echo Bay. Echo Bay, we hear ADK. So there is something shady about our bounce that may come out in the near future. Let us all listen. But as for the booing, you know the boy boo for a lot of reasons. Joseph Boakai, when you play a promise in Liberian boy, and not to bring rotten real forest bosses to be mimicking President Weah. You ain't gonna mimic the man who you say he was nobody. You didn't know him was presidency. Then you kind of mimicking him. The man bought 45 bosses, you go to get on 35. And instead of bringing a real boss, you went bought real foreign boss. Bosses, I mean. And then what you promised was to the economy. Because I can remember this man when you were opposition leader, he went in the channel and said, 4 months from now, your children will not be selling in the street. 4 months from now, you guys are selling. Why you getting with your skill? Can I even buy you 25 kg? I will make sure. He said he will make sure. But then they make sure that you come now in job creation. We see that you scored 9 over 109%. That's not a making show. That's the reason why the people are booing. The king of face the economy is not doing it. They want to be diverting the poor attention.
Yeah,
so it will not work.
That one Musa Belede says the whole budget are eating show budget. They want issue so that one inflated the figure. Yeah, man.
Exactly. So issue and la people not agree.
They want issue and la bravo.
I would not agree.
Thank you, my brother. Let's take the final present, then we can cross over to our diaspora team for their parting comments. So, yeah, I think let's go to the female line and speak with this person. I don't know. Hello.
Yeah, I give my phone.
My CC is General.
Yeah, thank you for let me say hi to my brother there.
The General.
Yeah.
I was waiting to hear your voice tonight. I was waiting to hear your voice tonight, my CC.
Yeah, you live.
Okay. Thank you. So you can get the good now. Yeah, what I want to say, my son. Look, the people, they can catch for CDC. Once the CDC do, they want to go do it, they pass it, they want to come in order. It's wrong what they do to us. It's very, very wrong. They need to stop it. Just call your broker and they tell him. When they put fully or second, they say basically for the 2 years, I know for the 2 years, or maybe I say for the 2 year criminal, like in the one that going out to be. For the 2 years, he will learn. Nothing he learns how to see. The one for the power. You are going on now, you tell them you bring process. Over with the process. Also, all men, you bring a brand and they can say, no, let's tell the process, well, go party. They put in the car as a car roller. You set up in the box. You on your head, you start through the window. One time when you go a pipeline yesterday, for Booyah, I said, open the window looking out. When the person move, it's not ever. You can't do that in the country. You're the old man, you say, guys, why it's not going in the toilet or it's going in the bathroom. What's going over for our country? What's going on? That man brought person and say, enter me, he says, go LU. Before you enter the ball, speaking a person, I'm going to enter the ball. You are going to help you and get the degree before you up. I won't get out for it. We get out for it. I'm going and what else I will do. I don't know what I'll get inside. But then it's after I will go back and plug it in off computer when they say, yeah, massive is a bright. What can I say they made to us? The old man, the market, let me know what you want, but you will take go back ticket. You want to get time, get money, can't what is your okay, your destination. What can I say to me? Some of the white enter the hotel wire for it, put enter the bottle I brought. What can I know? What is I people all the bottle government? What can I inside so? Oh, I need to try for in the pocket. You put us for in the street, they get so car, you pass it. Oh, I saw him get out of that. What when you fail, the rule of law and the rule of law, your bank broken on a blocker. No, no, take. The policy honesty. And they put this in the street, put this who they are living in the street. And then go for the yes, they say, Berry, Roy, Berry, you begin for who now? And then for it here. And then for people, you get that, all you do is that your bed there. I will mention a friend, I will fuck for me when we are there. So I will mention a woman who has bring the wood down and then be in the street. You say, that's it. We have the to get money, food, will get job. So there's no job coming. When the judge say, oh, that down, you bring nothing besides phone door and whatever and I got to nothing is looking to the country. Guess what I'm going to believe for nothing for in school. Nothing is doing for us. When you want to go and say, oh, for 1 day, nothing does not in there. They have a quarter of
about and bring money in there, and what have you? You say we have brought 5 million to agree. What the money you brought to? We have written agreement with source to the over the to Babu Council hospital there. You can see it today. They find them working your boyfriend on you and your boyfriend going there. I don't know what your boyfriend on the dog there. You can see it there. You can see it, you can touch it. From the point, you can see it, touch it.
All right, Masisi.
The president go.
All right.
Yeah. Not saving for them. We die with a not.
All right, Masisi. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Masisi. So I don't know who takes
Masisi always in the frustration mood.
Oh yeah.
She fast. Masisi that.
Broad Prince Leo, who takes the lead?
Yes, sir. I can take the stuff and then because I'm on my way. But again, I want to say thanks to all of us, including the audience, our family online. I want to say thanks to all of you, my people. To liberate Liberia requires all of us effort. Where we are now, Liberia is at the lowest ever point in our history. Because everything that we never even dreamt of is what we are seeing in terms of negativity. Today, we are seeing police brutality all around the place, where our people in Kinjor are being massacred, and absolutely nobody is answering any question or have answered any question for the massacre of our people in Kinjor. Today, we are seeing investors, according to the report, are being forced and money extorted from them. And at the end of the day, these people are left crying. In the case of Dukle and the Chinese investor, while Dukle will be able to collect huge amount from people who wants to invest. And it seems as if it is normal. Today, we are seeing raping has become part of government, and it's as if nothing is happening. We have one, how you call Brian McGill at the Ministry of Youth and Sports, a deputy minister who raped a 14-year-old. Today, that particular fellow is set free. And while that girl is in complete shock and she is traumatized. The Ministry of Gender, I don't know if we even have Ministry of Gender in Liberia again. It's like everybody is silent. Similar thing with the Ministry of Agriculture, where we have, a consultant there almost at the position of a deputy minister, rape or girl. And today, nothing we are hearing from these people. Let's look at the school. Mr. Boeka promised that our children will not stay on the sidewalk. They will be in school. Today or tomorrow morning, just wake up in the morning and go Douala. Or just wake up and just go right to how you call the place. I mean, tomorrow, Monday, that's what I'm talking about, speaking figuratively. Just go right to Waterside. See how many kids are going to be among these people selling out of plastic bear or selling chicle or selling some kind of thing, and that they're supposed to be in school. So with all these things, 700 of our people, they were laid off. This government is laying off people. But the unfortunate thing is that you are sacking people, but the wage bill continue to increase. And I don't understand what is going on. Because you cannot be downsizing people, taking people from job, but then the wage bill continue to increase. All we can say to us Liberians, we told you that President Weah was the answer for a better Liberia. Now you are seeing it for yourself. The only thing we can say to you is about time that you stand up against the tyrannic regime led by Joseph Numa Boeka, this dictatorial and kleptocratic regime, this particular regime that does not care about you. All they care about is themselves and themselves only. Today, Boeka is building $10 million condominium. Nobody can answer. When they ask the Ministry of State, they say, oh yeah, they mean that they think that MRU get it. The Mano River Union. They ask the other person, oh, that security project. Up to now, we don't even know. And at the Liberian people money they're spending there. But with all of these things happening, you expect our people to come on the street to clap for you. They will boo you. Because at the end of the day, you have reduced them to a complete non-entity. So therefore, they will boo you. Thank you, my brother, for giving me the opportunity. We are always here to add to whatever, that we have in terms of facts to explain to our people. Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining us tonight on the presentation. We really
All right.
appreciate it.
Thank you, Prince. Again, let me say, Newton, thank you to our listening audience. Again, like I've always said, it's always a pleasure to come before your in your homes and to do the Liberian people work. But look, let me say this, right? When you look at Walker, he knows that he is failed. But if you watch his blueprint, he's trying to replicate what George Weah did, right? George Weah went to France, he gone to France. George Weah went to UAE, he gone to UAE. George Weah will bring boss. He tried to bring buses. but let me tell you, man, see, that's your right to ride those buses, because at the end of the day, you people will be asked to pay for it. Don't say you will not ride that bus. So it's your blood, your tears, and sweat. Ride it, enjoy it. You owe it to yourself to ride those buses. But let me say here before I go, look, it has been proven that our president cannot do nothing. Do not be deceived by those buses. That's why Bokai was stopped. We've all seen he's failed. He failed the country big time. There's nothing to show for it now. So he's getting in buses to wave to people. He's failed. But I also want to say, do not lose hope. Do not lose courage, because 2029 is, next month will be December, and soon 2026. So don't give up. Don't give up. You keep your hope and trust in God and George Weah, who is going to make a comeback to take you out of this pain and sorrows that this old man has got. With that said, again, I want to say big thanks to our host, Newton, and bro, y'all have a good weekend. You stay blessed.
All right, Leo, thank you so much. We appreciate it. Shalom. Wishing you all the best.
Same.
All the best, bro. All the best.
Best. I wish you a successful week.
Most def.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Newton. And Man Sisi, who usually call, which area she called from? From Clarendon?
Yes, Clarendon.
Is she part of this group they used to call the Propo Defender?
I can really speak to that, bro.
Yeah, because I want to ask, because the Propo Defenders, when we were in power, we used to have one Ruben Cannon and one, I think, Hiton with a video, who used to always call and say, we are calling from the Bekube Avenue, if you can remember.
Yeah.
Today, I don't usually hear them. So I just want to bring something up in my closing that, look, when I admire Man Sisi energy and people like her build on consistency. You see, the time people can know committed people is in terms of difficulties.
Certainly.
There where you know people who are committed. We already used to admire that group that used to call from Clarendon, but it has been a while. I ain't hearing them. Maybe they have their own personal issue or what have you. Because our country, sometimes when you also in somewhere, when you want to top lane, maybe they will tell you, but then maybe it could be that reason. But I want to get about them that consistency pay in life.
Yeah, somebody say Mary Tule is saying that Man Sisi was part of that group. The group we just mentioned. Yeah.
Thank you. I bring it all today because you see in Liberia, we got a lot of hypocritical people who stand for principles. When the bread and butter flowing, they pretend that they love. Well, immediately cut off, then the two cut off. And me, I don't like human beings like that because I'm a consistent human being. In fact, I let to prove myself. When I'm friendly with you, Newton, I let to prove myself when you are in difficult period, not when you are in enjoyment period. In fact, there where I can prove myself, say, my consistency or my love for you was at this stage. And most of the successful people you find on earth today, most of the people you find on earth that are successful, there are three things that make them successful. When you can keep secret, when you are consistent, and when you are always committed to what you want to achieve. If you don't have those three characteristics in you, you will always be going day, but you will not succeed because nobody will trust you. You can't keep secret. You're not consistent. Nobody will trust you. And you're not committed to what you want to achieve. Your mind is divided. So I'm just saying this to say that our commitment shouldn't be derailed because we are not in power today. So I urge all citizens out there to continue to be consistently consistent, and let's support this struggle and make sure you be a Jehovah Witness campaigner for this revolution, for these things that we are saying. When we say these things, go in the community and spread. That's my last word tonight. Thank you very much, my brother Luther. And good night, and my love and respect to every Liberian out there.
All right, bro. Thank you. We appreciate. Thank you so much too for taking up your time to join the conversation tonight, so that we can be able to inform the Liberian populace. I really appreciate it. I wish you the best of win.
Thank you.
Thank you, bro. Okay, so folks, we gotta go home. But don't forget, I think I put the stuff on the screen there and the weekend. So remember, like we said from the inception of the discussion, that for those of you who've been making your contribution, and this is the weekend. So we have a Monday again. We're coming up from Monday again. We'll be getting a new week, and we need fresh information. The issue about gasoline and all of that. So whatever contribution you think you'll be able to make, at least for now to Monday, we can be able to get LDC, get gasoline. We really appreciate. That's why we always appreciating your continuous support to the King's Support Basket. We really, really appreciate. So whatever contribution, the weekend begins today, and you have a Saturday, you have a Sunday. Yeah, Monday again we have to be back here. Yes, and there's no day that the station goes off. The station is on whether Sunday, whether Monday, because every day is important that we inform the Liberian people about happening. This is very much important. So that's why we're always appealing to you. Whatever contribution, what little you have that can keep us on, we really appreciate that. What little you have that will keep us on to keep informing the Liberian people, we will continue to appreciate you. We will definitely continue to appreciate you. So the number is there, and whatever contribution we're about to get in the new week, and that is so great. We will really, 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 really appreciate that so highly. So you can see the King Support Basket number is there. 2+231 555 885 885. AB has been doing his best, but one man can do all. Yes, he's doing his best. He continues to do his best just to make sure that the station is on every day. With your little support he giving us to, also helping to augment the efforts of AB and management as a whole. So whatever contribution you have, as you can see the number, like Leo said, the diaspora team, he will work on that, the Cash App. He just introduced a Cash App on the last edition of the show. I think we brought that yes, I think I showed it to you on the screen, the Cash App stuff and what have you. So +231 555 885 885 +231 777 017 885. That's the orange. So the same +231 555 885 885 can be sent with, can also be mobile money. So the same orange money, this is the orange money, +231 777 017 885. So that's it. So whatever contribution at least we're about to get in the week, Monday we can start up with fresh information, get the generator running, get the LDC tight and all of that. Then we can keep moving, keep informing you, our Liberian people, about happenings here. So, folks, on that note, we appreciate all of you. That's all the time we have to be here with you. And we really, really appreciate you. And before I go on, I'd like to say a big thank you to the attorney at law, Reverend Garcent William, for allowing us to sit here on this platform. This is one of the biggest platforms now in the country. So everybody is wanting to listen to, face the issues. So whenever you sit here as a president, you have to, because imagine sitting in the capacity of, an attorney at law who is very much sound-minded, an epitome of knowledge. So you got to compose yourself, right? Definitely, you got to be composed, like he is. So always here, thank for the confident reports in us. Thank for the knowledge he continue to pass on to us to sit in his capacity. We're so much grateful. We pray that God, will protect him, guide him, to do more for us. Thank you so much. I also appreciate you for joining us, taking up your time to use your data, use everything to make sure that you're part of this conversation, because it's about your country, Liberia. You want to be part of everything about your country to make sure your country is on the right path and trajectory. My name is Newton Tukwa. Have a pleasant week and bye-bye.
on the tree, oh, go, Wakao, Nijaya, oh, Wakao, what on the tree, oh, go, Wakao, Nijaya, oh.
And the first time in the country you will see I'm to wrong. We're not talking plenty ego, we're not fighting them we're going. And when we're talking say the tip I got to win to all wrong, you can just be looking at all that to say sleeping among the men are pong. Especially my